Hello my country people, welcome back to the news. Make una come see wetin dey happen for Nigeria. Some of these are our political leaders. Some of them are hypocrites. Imagine Nasir El-Rufai roasting President Bola Tinubu over his lopsided appointment of his Kinsmen into key federal positions. And guys, El-Rufai, a former governor of Kaduna, made this statement while reacting to an opinion by a Nigerian-American writer, Farouk, who alleged a plot by Mr. President to replace the head of the NNPCL with yet another of his Yoruba Kinsmen. And Tinubu has been facing a lot of allegations of bringing, most of his Yoruba ethnic people into top key federal positions, and these actions evoked recollections of the former president Muhammadu Buhari's near exclusive installation of only northern Muslims into top federal offices throughout his 8-year tenure between 2015 to 2023. And guys, we heard nothing from the likes of Nasir El-Rufai. El-Rufai did not condemn Buhari when he was doing those things. Now it is the turn of Tinubu now. They are crying. Recently, the Muslim Rights Concern, MURIC, and the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, HURIWA, had criticized Mr. President for favoring only the Southwest people into his key appointments, where they accused the president of destructive sectionalism and lopsidedness. So, one of the critics of Mr. President now is El-Rufai. Is El-Rufai saying Tinubu must put an end to all these things. El-Rufai really stressed the need for Bola Tinubu to discontinue sectional politics, that he must put an end to this. And this is more like the continuation of where Buhari stopped, the ex-president Muhammadu Buhari, in terms of his lopsided appointment to most of his kingsmen into federal positions. Buhari did it during his own tenure. And now Tinubu is doing it. But then, El-Rufai said that, Tinubu should stop. This is coming from a northerner who did not condemn Buhari during his own time, but instead, he praised most of the appointments as merited and devoid of ethnic and religious sentiment. A talking point now adopted by Tinubu's supporters to justify the overwhelming Yoruba occupation of federal ministries and agencies. This human rights activist, Aisha Yusuf, not what El-Rufai said, noting that El-Rufai was largely responsible for Tinubu's emergence as the president. So according to many people, whatever Tinubu is doing today, he got the memo, he got the transcript, he got everything from Buhari and his supporters. Whatever Tinubu is doing today is not a new thing, because he got a photocopy of what Buhari was doing. So nobody should start pointing fingers, because these are the same people that supported Tinubu. They were instrumental in Tinubu getting, crucial votes, critical number of votes that was used to rig the 2023 elections. And most of these persons, they supported him, including El-Rufai. We can recall how El-Rufai turned down Tinubu's ministerial appointments, that was last year, following a hold on his endorsement by the Akpabio-led Senate. Some of his opponents swore the hold was due to El-Rufai's handling of ethnic clashes that overshadowed most of his tenure as a two-term governor, while others cited the politicians' insinuated, propensity for corruption and betrayal of allies. But then, what can we say? Many people have been tackling El-Rufai over his statement as he bombarded Tinubu. Yes, so El-Rufai really roasted Tinubu, but he also got his own fair share of roasting. Because in Nigeria, you cannot roast somebody and you won't be roasted, so long as you have something on you. And that is it with these Nigerian politicians. If you are roasting somebody, you better watch your back, because people are there waiting to roast you too. Because these politicians, most of their hands are not clean. So while pointing fingers at others, you have to watch the remaining fingers, because they are actually pointing right back at you. And that is the case of Nasir El-Rufai. That is the case of Nasir El-Rufai. Many of us are quite aware that Tinubu is giving most of his people appointments, mostly people from the southwest region. Just the same way Buhari loaded, federal key appointments with northerners during his administration. And many people who spoke against who are speaking against what Tinubu is doing currently, actually supported him. They actually supported him. So it's obvious that nobody's hands are clean. Nobody's hands are clean in this country. So my country people, make una come chook mouth for this matter. Although El-Rufai is right. Yes, even before El-Rufai, roasted Tinubu regarding his Lopsided appointment of most of his kingsmen, Nigerians are quite aware. But what can we do? The former president did so. Nobody died. He did not die, and he stepped out of power, and Tinubu is continuing from where. Remember that Tinubu said he will continue from where Buhari stopped. So nobody should expect anything lesser than what we are seeing. We should even expect more. We should even expect more in terms of all this, their shenanigans and all of that. We should expect more, because I guess Tinubu is just following Buhari's template. Tinubu is following Buhari's memo. They've already written the script, and he's just going according to the script. So my country people, make una come chook mouth for this matter. Things are really happening in Nigeria. When people talked about the Muslim tickets, El-Rufai did not kick against it. When some persons were saying, oh, this is not fair, how can they go ahead with the Muslim tickets? El-Rufai did not kick against it. Instead, he said that Islam will dominate Nigeria. That was what he said, that if possible, that the Muslim ticket is just the beginning, that Islam will dominate Nigeria. That was what he said. So now why is he crying? Why is El-Rufai crying? Because this issue of tribalism, it did not start today. It started way back. But I know at some point Nigeria will be great again. But then, when will all these things end in this country? I'm dropping here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Thank you.